In this video, we are going to see how to create tasks in Lawcus from Google Sheets. So let's say that you have your data on Google Sheets and every time some new data is added as a new row, so the same should be added to your Lawcus as a new task. So basically you have to create a new task on Lawcus, which is a legal practice management software. Now how can you do this? For this you will have to integrate these two applications, and the same can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Google Sheets and your action application would be Lawcus. Now how can you do this yourself and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, I'm first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as I do that, it will take me to the landing page of this software. Here you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, then you will have to sign up for free. Signing up will not take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in since I already have an account. And here it has taken me to the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. Now here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. Once done, it is asking me to name this workflow. Here my objective is to create tasks in Lawcus from Google Sheets. So I'm going to name it as Google Sheets Lawcus integration. Let's click on create. Once done, we have reached another window which has got two very important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action is the response of our trigger application. Now here I'm going to look for Google Sheets as my trigger application. So once done, here we have to choose the trigger event. This is the event that will make your workflow start. Here we have to look for new or updated spreadsheet row. Now you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting the applications Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. What we have to do is we have to copy this. Once done, I already have created a spreadsheet. I'm going to take you there. So this is the spreadsheet that I've already created. I'm going to take you to extensions and then we have to go to add-ons and then click on get add-ons. Once we are here, we have to look for the application Pabbly Connect webhooks. So here you can see that on my system it has already been installed. If you haven't installed it yet, please do that. It will not take more than 2 minutes. Now I'm going to put a cross and go back to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and go to initial setup. As soon as I go there, here you can see that it has selected the sheet number, which is sheet 1, and here we are supposed to paste the webhook URL that we have just received. So this is the URL. I'm going to copy this once again, go to the sheet and paste it over here. Once done, the trigger column. The trigger column is basically the final data column on which the data has been entered, and here it is G. So I'm going to write G and then I'm going to submit. So once I've done this, here you can see that the setup has been configured successfully. Now I'm going to fill in some information. Let's say the first name is demo, the last name is user1, then the email address here is demo@pabblytuts.com. Then we have the phone number, which is, then we have the description. So let's say it is a case where right now the counseling is going on. So then we have the due date. So let's say the due date is 28th September 2022. Then the assignee, so let's say the assignee is Ashi Rai. So once we have filled in this information, first I'm going to refresh this page. And now going back to extensions, I'm going to again here go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and go to initial setup. Once we are here, I'm going to click on send test. So as soon as you have done that, see test data sent successfully. Yes. Let's put a cross, go back to extension. This time I have to click on send on event, which means every time an event occurs, so this webhook will run. Now that we have done that, I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here you can see that we have received the response. So this is demo user 1, demo@pabblytuts.com. Then this is the phone number, description, due date, assignee, the name of the spreadsheet, and the ID. So we have received this entire information. Now what do we want? That the moment a new or updated spreadsheet row is created on a spreadsheet, so we have to make sure that a task is created on Lawcus. So here my action application would be Lawcus. Let's click on this. And now the action event would add task to matter. Let's click on this and click on connect. Once done here, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Lawcus account. I'm going to click on add new connection and then connect with Lawcus. Once done here, you can see that the authorization has been successful. Now as I come down here, we have to map this information. Mapping basically means that we already have this information in our previous step. We are just going to retrieve it. So first we have to enter the name. So this is the first name. I'm also going to enter the last name here. Then the description. So here the description is counseling. Then the matter ID. So if I take you to my Lawcus account, so here you can see matters. And here we have different matter IDs. So I'm going to go for testing matter. Going back to Pabbly Connect, here see it has already captured the matter ID. Then the due date. Now here you can see that we have to fill in the due date in this particular format, which is absolutely different from the format that we have received in our API response. So now I'm going to add an action step over here, which is basically a feature by Pabbly, date time formatter. Let's click on this. And the action event here is to format date with time zone. Let's click on connect. Once connected here, let's map the date. So this is the date here. And now the from format. So I want it from this format, date, month and year. And the to format here is this, year, month and date along with time. Now the time zone here is I'm selecting UTC and I want it to be in UTC again. So once selected, I'm going to click on save and send test request. Here you can see that we have received the response in the desired format. Going back to Lawcus, I'm going to refresh this connection, I'm going to just save the existing connection, go down for the due date, and here is the due date. And then the assigned member. So the assignee here is Ashi Rai. Once done, let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the response, and this basically means that a task should be created there in Lawcus. So going back to Lawcus, this is the task. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to refresh this page. And here you can see that a task has been created, demo user 1. So if I click on this, we have the following information. This is the open date, and then this is the billing rate, and etc. So this basically means that our integration process is a success, right? These are the tasks. So now we also need to check it in real time. So I'm again going to go to the Google Sheet. Here I'm going to fill in another information. Let's say the name is new user 1 and the last name is Pabbly. Then we have the email address new user 1 at pabblytuts.com. Then we have the phone number. I'm going to take the same phone number here. And then description here is case finalized. And the due date, let's say it is 30th of September. 30th of September 2022. And then the assignee here is again Ashi Rai. And I'm going to refresh this page. So once done, what should happen? So a task with this information should be created in Lawcus. So I'm going to take you back to Lawcus now. And here you can see that this new user has been created. And here you can see that new user 1, this particular task has also been created, which So going back to Lawcus, here you can see that yes, new user 1 Pabbly, this particular task has been created. So basically this means that this entire integration process is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here let's quickly understand the process. So here it is an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application was Google Sheets, trigger event was new or updated spreadsheet row, then the action application was Lawcus, and our action event was add task to matter. Here we had chosen another action step where we had chosen a feature by Pabbly date time formatter to format the date along with the time zone. I hope this is very much clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box. Also, you can clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any suggestion or advice, please write to us. I hope this was helpful. To watch more such videos, you can always subscribe to our channel which is there on YouTube. If you have any queries, you can write to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you want to know our pricing plans, then you can visit us at this particular site. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you have liked this video.